I recently put my daughter into daycare. I didn't want to do it, but being that I'm a single parent, I don't have much of a choice. After dubious research, I found a daycare center that seemed like a good fit. It was run by a girl named Wendy and seemed fairly popular in the neighborhood, as there was a number of kids there when I went to investigate. One of the things I particularly liked about it was the fact that they had security cameras set up around the center so that the parents can get access to them and check on their kids. It quickly became an obsession of mine. All the kids wore jackets that the daycare provided because the air conditioner had been on the fritz, so it was quite cold there, but it was easy to tell which girl was mine. I loved being able to watch my daughter play with other kids as I worked, and it gave me the peace of mind knowing that she was doing all right. I couldn't keep my eyes glued on the screen the entire time, but in passing I saw that she had made a friend she played with almost every day and even had a favorite toy. It was a little medicine ball that she and her friend would toss back and forth. They played with it every day. After about a week, things seemed to be going quite well. My little girl had started really grasping potty training. It was more well-behaved than I had ever known her to be. Needless to say, I was impressed with the daycare. That was when she started singing the song. She hummed it at first, and when I asked her what it was, she told me it was a song they taught her at daycare. Eventually, she learned all the words and began to sing. We eat their teeth and eat their bones and slit their throats inside their homes. We sing this song, and when we're done, we go to hell and have more fun. She sang it all the time, no matter how many times I'd ask her to stop. It made my skin crawl. Why would they teach a song like that to children? The next day, with the song stuck in my head, I resolved to call Wendy. I wanted to tell her that I disapproved of that song and I didn't want that or anything else like that taught to my daughter. If it continued, I would be forced to find a new daycare. As I watched the children play on my computer screen, my little girl playing with the ball like she always did, I picked up my phone and called the daycare. When Wendy answered, I told her about my concern. She was incredibly polite about it and said that one of the other children had been going around singing it. She said she thought it was from a movie or something, but she was working on putting a stop to it because the song was definitely not for children. She said it disturbed her just as much as it did me. I'd been pacing around my office as I spoke to her, and just as we were saying goodbye, I looked back down at the screen and noticed something peculiar. The Wendy on the screen was not on the phone. She was helping a child with his juice box. She had said goodbye and hung up the phone, and I watched the cameras, not reciprocating her farewell, but transfixed on the screen in front of me. I stared as my daughter and her playing with her ball. I tried to think of how many times I had seen her drop it, toss it back and forth. I didn't think I'd seen that happen very much, and the kid in the corner was always in the corner, working on the same puzzle. How long had he been working on that puzzle? That's when I began to suspect that instead of watching a live feed, I had been watching a recording.